What's up guys, Darkdally here playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I want to continue the series on Wildlands gameplay immersion, and I want to talk some about outfits. I got a lot of input from you guys on the last couple of videos in this series on gameplay immersion, specifically the 8 tips that I had. And the input was great because you guys, a lot of you guys I found are doing the same stuff I am, only in different ways. And so I'm trying to integrate that in. We'll have a future video incorporating some of the rules you guys have suggested, some more I've come up with, and we'll really tweak a really cool way to play the game. But for now, I want to talk about one thing, and that's outfits, because that's kind of at the core of any kind of immersion into the game, is the way you dress your character. Now, it is unfortunate, and this has been pointed out by many of you, that you cannot dress your squad. They're stuck like this. That's something we can talk about later. That's definitely something I would like to see Ubisoft change in an upcoming game if they do that. But for now, the way I see it, there's two kinds of outfits you can do. You can decide to blend in, or you can decide to stand out, right? That's kind of the two basic things. This outfit here is kind of something I got off of one of your guys' suggestions. I had a suggestion for a future soldier type build. These are not the exact weapons he mentioned. I just kind of chose these because this is a character that I'm leveling and these are the weapons that I have. Now, some of this stuff may require DLC. I know a lot of people are not keen on buying DLC, but I want to have a look at this. And also some of the ones I made to blend in. Now, as far as that goes, the way I see it is this. As far as standing out, there's two basic kinds of things you can do with that, really. Like, for instance, here we have one that stands out and fits a theme. This is my future soldier kind of outfit, and I'll show you everything that goes into it. The other way you could do it is to have one that stands out distinctly as, what you would think a real-life military kit would be for your character. And that's what I've done here. So I'll show you these, and then I'll also show you the ones that I've made to really, really blend in. And that, for me, is the most fun. Let me show you what goes behind this one and talk about this, and then I'll show you some of the other ones. And the reason for this is not just for me to show you guys my outfits. I want you guys to comment below or in the Discord. A link to my Discord is in the description. That's great because you can send pictures there, because this is all about roleplay and gameplay immersion in Wildlands. And some of this, I found a lot of you guys really like to get into the game. And so I'd like to see and try some of your stuff, because some of this stuff did come from your guys' suggestions. All right, so as far as this one here, one thing I want to say is about the helmet. I thought everyone had this helmet. I made mention of this helmet in the last 2 videos in this series, and I thought everyone had it. I didn't realize it's part of DLC because, let me go to it here, the Advanced Ballistics helmet comes from the Special Forces Ghost Pack. But when I bought it, when it first came out, it was called the Commando Ghost Pack. It did not include this helmet, it just came with that beret. They later changed it to Special Forces Ghost Pack and added this in. So that's why, and so this helmet just was added to my inventory and I didn't know where it came from. So my apologies on, this, but man, it's a great helmet. It really is a good helmet. I thought it was free. It's a shame you have to buy it because it fits into a lot of my roleplay, because I like to only use this, or I should say restrict myself to this helmet if I want to use night vision. I think is a cool way to do it. That said, going through this outfit, I decided to wear these glasses. You could also wear the scout headset. I think the viewer who suggested the idea that got me onto this future idea, I believe he said he used the scout headset. I chose to use the cross-comm glasses. These I bought for, I think it was only like 20 or 30 points from the Ubisoft Club. So, really anyone would have access to these. And then, of course, there's this. For the face wear, I chose artillery balaclava. I chose to mix 2 different kinds of camo here. Because I wanted him futuristic, I went with the digital camo. And so I chose to use all the desert camo he's wearing is the AOR1. For the headset, I chose to use the headset C, and I colored it coyote brown, be kind of somewhere in between both of the camos he's wearing. I chose these kind of gloves. They looked, if I was going to choose gloves for like a future set, these right here in black were the ones that I chose for that. The backpack choice, that leads into some of the rules for immersion that we're coming up with, and that's going to play into the next video because I changed my backpack depending on what role I'm performing with my character, and it limits me to what I can do, and I think it's kind of fun. In this particular instance here, I'm wearing the drone backpack because I decided I can only use my drone if I'm using the drone backpack. Again, this comes from suggestions from you guys. I really love all the input you give me. I chose to just color it straight black. I don't want to have too much of the same camo on my outfit. I like to mix it up a little bit. I chose to just have a black backpack. I actually chose no patches. I usually run no patches so I can be more incognito, but this is an outfit you would want to have some kind of patch for. As far as clothes, the Cry Combat shirt for the top, and I'm using the AOR1. I chose to use the heavy IBA vest and UCP. That's the other camo I was using. That's the one I'm using for the kind of green. And I know this camo got a lot of hate in real life from its lack of the ability to camouflage our soldiers, but it looks good on this outfit right here. Now, if I could choose any vest I'd want, I would choose this right here. This would be the vest I would choose for this futuristic outfit, but I simply don't have I don't have all of the DLC, but this is the way I would run it right here. This is such a cool look if I had this outfit, so this is what I would wear. But short of that, the heavy IBA works for me. I chose to wear the tank pants. I really like the armor on the legs, and that's the AOR one camo again. Chose just combat boots. And that's it for that. Now, as far as, so that's the clothes and accessories. Yeah, that's everything there. As far as the weapons, now this is DLC, but I chose to go with the carbon fiber weapon paint. If you're going for a futuristic look, if you want that future soldier kind of look, this is definitely the way to go. But of course, it costs 900 at the moment. It costs 900 of those points or whatever in the store to buy. 900 credits. That's it. So maybe not everyone has it. All right, now we have this one. This one I designed to blend in. Now these outfits are really fun because it's not only just outfit. You know, I don't like saying that. It's the way you choose to play your character. And if you want to get into your character and immerse yourself in the game. And I like these because these are, I custom tailor these to each zone that I'm in. This one I custom tailored just for Agua Verde, and it may work in some other places, but here it really, playing with this ghillie suit in Agua Verde, I feel like a ghost, and that's the whole point. The idea of this is to be the nameless, faceless, you know, soldier who gets in, gets out, and no one knows he's there, and, you know, all that's left is the destruction that he left behind him. And that's one thing I really like about this. So these outfits are, for me, the most fun because they're custom tailored to each environment. That said, you can spend a lot of time reworking them because there's simply not enough outfit slots to hold one for each zone. You can't have a general layout, you know, for, you know, arid regions, for forest regions, for jungle regions, and snow, etc. This one right here is great. I'll show you this one. Starting with the accessories, no eyewear, nothing covering his face, just face paint, which reminds me, which face paint am I using? Tropic Lightning. I believe that came from a ghost pack, but you could use any kind of face paint you want, you know, obviously. I just chose this for the face wear. I like to wear this one. I'm going for kind of a... This thing has its look, you know. Headwear is really irrelevant if you're going to cover it with the ghillie suit. I chose to use the boonie hat, but if I'm sticking with my restrictions, it means I cannot use night vision, but that's okay. You know, maybe I could always switch it to something else or make different rules, you know, whatever. And I decided this is the camo I'm using I'm mixing two camos again here. I'm using the AOR 2 on his boonie hat. I think I have this on a couple of his pieces. I do like to mix it up a little bit. I'm sure you guys do as well. Just the earpiece. Using the fingerless Kevlar and I believe neutral colors. Yeah, I decided these were the gloves I wanted for this. Backpack again. It doesn't matter, especially if you want to have rules set for which backpack is for what purpose. And I'm using, this is the other camo I'm using with this set. It's the, I call it the TeknoAXE FG. I don't know how you actually say it. I just call it the TeknoAXE. That's what I'm using. It blends in so well with the green and the yellow. Now, as far as the clothes go, I'm using the Woodsman ghillie suit, and I have it colored sandstone. The sandstone gives it all the nice yellow and green kind of colors I like. Cry Combat shirt on the top. It's the TeknoAXE FG. I'm using the regular IBA is what I chose for this. Again, same camo. Oh, same camo here. So I guess only my hat has that AOR2 camo. And then I'm just, of course, I'm using the mossy pants here. Okay, I'm using the mossy pants because there is no woodland pant. When you look at the ghillie suits, and this is kind of silly, there is no bottom variant of this. You have to either run with strands or leaves. So if you don't have mossy, which comes from DLC, and you want to use this, you'll have to, the best match would be to use the strands legs if you don't have the mossy. Sorry about that. Some of the stuff, you know, is from DLC. And then I just chose combat boots for the boots. This is one cool outfit. I'm sure you guys have some really cool outfits that you have made to match in specific environments, and I definitely like to see those. And then this right here is actually one of my favorites. I made this outfit specifically for these kind of areas in Pucara. Now, Pucara kind of has two kinds of terrain. It has the really rocky, dusty, you know, terrain like this, and then in the higher areas near Inca Camina, it gets snowy, so it has snow too. But I made this outfit specifically for regions like this. I'm near the mausoleum here in Pucara, and this outfit works so great. I mean, again, for just the feeling of immersion when you're a sniper and you're hiding on a rocky hillside, this thing works so great here. And I'll show you what makes this up. So my Pucara specific outfit is definitely different than some of my other stuff. Face paint doesn't really matter. I think I'm wearing the Commando face paint here. I will look. Yeah, I am. Again, you can choose whatever you want to choose. For the clothes, okay. I decided to go with the Commando. Again, this is from DLC. I really suggest if you were to buy one DLC, buy the Special Forces Ghost Pack, because here's... Okay, first of all, it comes with this awesome shirt. Now, this shirt's awesome because in real life, in the military, you roll up the sleeves of your blouse. You're not going to sit around the desert with long sleeves. And it really annoyed me that so many of the outfits had these long sleeves. And I'm like, dude, I'm in the jungle. I would have rolled up sleeves. So I'm really glad when they included this. It has this. It has a full set of clothes. Unlike some Ghost packs, the Special Forces pack has a full set of clothes, 2 different head options, and 2 weapons. And it has tattoos too, if you're into that. It has really, really good stuff. So if you're going to buy one Ghost pack, you should buy the Special Forces one. I believe that's where this comes from, the Commando top. That's what I chose. And I'm using this camo right here, the TeknoAXE AU. I really like this camo when I want to look kind of, because it looks dirty and grungy, and it blends in with dusty environments. I chose to use this. For the vest, I chose this one right here. I thought it looked really good. And this is the other camo I'm using, the Cryptek Mandrake. For the Ghillie suit, I'm using compact on the top. You can see that right there. And I'm using Ghillie leaves for the pants. I'll show you the color that I'm using. For the pants are also the TeknoAXE AU. Yeah, that's what it is. I chose to use Commando for the boots, but you could use combat boots, if you don't have that. The Ghillie suit I chose, sandstone. When you take the compact Ghillie suit and make it sandstone, see, by default, it's very green and bright, but when you make it sandstone, it just makes some of those leaves off color. And this actually makes it a very versatile Ghillie suit. This can really blend in just about anywhere. You have just enough brown and dead leaves to blend in places like Pucara, and enough green that you could really blend in the jungle as well. This is a great Ghillie suit. And like I said, this is one that, following my immersion rules, I allow myself to say, okay, my character could probably wad this up and stick in his backpack if I had room, depending on whatever. As far as accessories, I chose no eyewear. I feel like if I'm wearing a hat and glasses and thing over my face, I feel like the Invisible Man. I feel like it's a little bit too much, So I chose to go with no eyewear here because I'm wearing the boonie hat and the bandana. I believe this is probably coyote brown. Nope, sandstone. Coyote's the darker one, that's right. Ooh, that actually looks pretty good though. Well, regardless, I chose sandstone for this particular application. Chose the boonie hat with the Cryptek Mandrake, yes indeed. And then just the earpiece. I didn't want a headset in the way. Fingerless Kevlar and sandstone color. Backpack again is, whatever choice you want. And I used the Cryptek Mandrake on that as well. And then this probably does use a patch. I have patches on this. I'm kind of going patchless though is my new thing. My new thing is going patchless with my ones where I blend in to become that nameless, faceless soldier. All right, guys, so that's some ideas. The way I see it, breaking down outfits, there's two really paths you can take. One path is to stand out and one path is to blend in. Now, when I say stand out, I don't mean standing out for the sake of standing out. I mean standing out as in doing your own thing regardless of what environment you're in. If you want to look like a Navy SEAL, if you want to look like a Force Recon Marine, whatever, by stand out, I mean choose your own outfit fairly regardless of your environment. And then, of course, the other option is to blend in. Different people find different ways to play fun. I like to play quiet sniper roles. Well, sometimes I don't. And when I do, I like to blend in. I like to do both, and that's why I have such a variety of outfits. Guys, I encourage you to share, your ideas with me. I like to see what you guys have, because everyone has their own ways. As I've found through so many of the comments and feedback I've gotten from you guys over the last year covering this game. So share what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, there's also the Discord. There's a lot of discussion going there, and it's easy to share any comments, pictures, videos, anything you want with me and the rest of the community in my Discord. The link is in the description below. I'm looking forward to the next video in this series, which is going to focus once again on rules for immersion that we've all come up with together since the original video. We've made a lot of progress. I mean, you guys commenting, me reading and replying to your comments, and also chatting with you guys in Discord. We've come up with a lot of cool stuff. That's going to be in the next video, putting this all together. But I wanted to get some of these ideas for outfits out here. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a real pleasure. My name is Darkdally, and I will catch you all next time.